Okay, welcome to the Rock Solid Kitchen. It's cookery time. First time I've ever done this before, so you need to bear with me. If you don't know me, I am not the best cook, so I'm going to do this curry for us, okay? So if I can do it, any of you guys can do it, okay? So I've got my notes here, I've got my ingredients here. We're going to start cooking, okay? So we're going to start off with 800 grams of chicken, and I'm going to stick that into a bowl, okay? So just make sure the juices, put that straight in there. Got my antibacterial at the ready. So in here I am going to add, I'm going to put some black pepper in there, so I need to get some black pepper out. Got my black pepper, I need my measuring spoons. So we've got my measuring spoons, and I need to put in here a sprinkling. What's a sprinkling? No one knows what a sprinkling is, so black pepper and a little bit more. I'll take that as a sprinkling, okay? Got that there. So now we've got my most expensive thing in the world, I believe. It's saffron. So, waste of packaging there. So, and how much of this? Yet again, another sprinkling. So, let's get a knife. So a knife on there. Whoa. So how much do you define as a sprinkling? Sprinkling and a little bit of rock solid love for extra. So we've got a sprinkling of there. So now we're going to coat it all and add in the yogurt. So we've got some yogurt here. I've got 150 grams of yogurt. So let's use this and let's coat all that first. Get a bit of everything on that. So mix it up. Now let's put the yogurt in. So not worried about using my fingers, so we're just 150 grams of yogurt in there, and we're going to mix that up as well. Is there anything else I need? A black pepper, saffron, stir in, coat, add the yogurt, mix through thoroughly, and we're going to refrigerate that. So we've got that in there. It's all mixed up. We're going to refrigerate that for 30 minutes, okay? So we've got the spices already prepared. We've got turmeric, ground coriander, cardamom pods, and some cloves in there as well. They're all mixed up in there, and they're going to go into the pot once we start cooking. So we've got this out of the fridge. It's all been marinated it's been in there for about 40 minutes, so it's all good to go. So we've got the pan, we've got all our spices here. So let's get some heat on. We're going to be cooking with the good old coconut oil, okay? So just need to get 2 tablespoons out of that, stick in the pan. Get covered, as I told you, I'm not very good at cooking, but get it out. Get it in there, melt that away. So we're all good to go there. So we're just going to melt that down. So the first thing we're going to be putting in is onions. So we're going to make that melt down first. Need to get the stirrer. So let's just melt this down. I feel quite professional in the kitchen today. Smells like holiday. So that's all melted down, so let's stick the onions in. Just keep stirring them around. So I'm a stickler for timing, so we've put the time on. It says do it for 5 minutes. So we're going to marinate them down, saute them down, whatever kitchen terminology we like to use. Just shows you how hard these cooking programs are. Cooking and talking at the same time, pretty difficult stuff. This is starting to turn a nice little cut them in there now. I've got to be really careful with the garlic I use because I've got a really bit of a sensitive stomach for garlic, so remember you can change these around, it's just got guidelines for you. We just keep these turning over and keep moving around the pan so they don't burn too much. We just want to soften them down. So we're going to add in the ginger. And then we're going to add in the garlic as well. Give that a mix around. We're going to brown these off again, keep stirring all the time for about 4 minutes. Just keep moving them around the pan because we don't want them to burn or catch or anything, because that will give you a really bittery taste. So it's just keep moving them around the pan, just keeping an eye on them as they go. Feels quite good, this cooking thing. First time I've ever done a cooking lesson. Remember guys, I'm cooking a batch of this, so this is not just going to be one meal for you. This can be a whole batch for the whole family, or you can portion it off throughout the week. So it's entirely up to you what you do with it. So the half an hour that it's going to take me to really do this is prepared for the whole week then. So just keep stirring away, keep stirring away. So these are pretty much browned off now. Now everything's really soft, it's got a nice golden colour. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in all the spices. They're going to go in. Let's give them a stir around so they coat everything nice. Smells absolutely amazing. And now I'm going to add in the chicken, okay? So the chicken goes in. Give that a stir around. Making sure the chicken's coated with all the spices and all the herbs. Good. And now we're going to add the water in. So gently does it. Quieten the beast down. Stir it around, making sure everything's coated. So I want to bring this to the boil now, okay? So it's like a gentle rolling boil. Just making sure it's all coated in and all stirred in really well. Just cover that up. 5 minutes on the clock. While we're doing that, let's get tidy. So it's been cooking or simmering away for about 5 minutes now. So we've got a nice gentle rolling boil there, which is cooking down nicely. So we've got one more ingredient to add, which is the ground almonds, okay? There's about 150 grams here, so we're just going to sprinkle these in, give it a good stir around. It's going to thicken it up nicely, so make sure you give it a good stir though, coating everything in that, mixing it all up well. So we're going to place the lid back on it again, and we're going to cook that down for another 5 minutes, okay? You want to keep stirring it all the time because you don't want it to be stuck to the bottom. So cover, 5 minutes, stir occasionally, alright? So that, guys, is almond curry. So it's pretty much done now. So as you can see, it's all pretty good. It's all cooked down, the chicken's cooked. It's getting nice and thick, so you can see there. all comes down to the taste now. You can either have this with jacket potatoes, sweet jacket potatoes, rice, couscous, quinoa, some boiled veg. It's entirely up to you what you have. It's really, really healthy. There's no crap in there at all. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. It's really, really straightforward, really simple, and it's taken me all the prep, all the cooking, around about half an hour. Okay, so there's no excuses. And there's probably about 4 or 5 portions in there. So if you're by yourself, you could spread this over the week. You could freeze it again, put it in the fridge. It's entirely up to you what you do with it, but there's a nice batch there. So give it a go. And what I'll ask you to do is let me know what you think. How easy was it? What did it taste like? What alterations would you make to it, okay?